men's wellness check, and it's going better than ever. I spoke recently with a very young guy at my job, and he's going through a lot of issues with his girlfriend. He's got one baby, got another on the way, and you can tell like he's really just trying to reach out to find somebody that's going to be able to help him. And this is a kid I've known from a handshake one day to he came in early another day, and that's all that I've known him for. And he really was searching to give somebody uh, a clue as to who he is. And he apologized many times over as he's telling me these things that are going on. I said, "You owe no apologies." I said, "You are supposed to talk to other men, especially older men who have been through these things." And he didn't have that. And like a lot of young men that don't have that, which is why we as older men, whether you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, if there's somebody younger than you, talk to them, hear them, because it's important. And sometimes I learn from the younger guys, because there's things going on in today's world that I would be disconnected from because I'm not the target demographic for a lot of what goes on in the world anymore. I understand that. So we can teach and we can learn and we can make that a shared experience. But I gave him the best advice that I could, starting with just maintaining your composure. Jealousy, envy, a lot of things creep into play where, so as younger men, we want to think that we have domination over our women. And by that, I mean, I can kind of do what I want, but I want you to not do things. Or if you did something with somebody else while we weren't together, then, you're such and such. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, you got to keep in mind, she's human too. And if you didn't have a relationship with her, if you weren't together, you have to leave that aside. There's a lot of things that can be distasteful about that, but I said, do you really want to know? And then I said, you have to think, what were you doing as well when you guys were separated? And kind of resonates. Now, the reason I gave him that piece of advice is because they have children together, and this is something that is going to be extremely tough on their children if they don't figure this out or give their best effort to work it out. Now, if this is two single people and they don't have children together or a history, I might say, okay, you can leave that alone if you don't trust it. But at some point in time, they're going to have to mature in order for their children to flourish. They're going to have to trust one another. Whether they trust each other in a relationship sense or not is different than co-parenting. And if that's where it goes, so be it. But you have to let some things go in order to progress. You don't want to hold all that baggage. You can't hold all that baggage. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that that is the case with this young man. I've talked to him a couple times since, and I don't really try to follow up too much. I let people come and speak to me as they need to speak, rather than me try to pull something out of them. That's not the timing. The timing is when they know that they need to speak. So hopefully this finds everybody in a good place. And please, for the sake of the younger men, especially the younger men in your lives, in your families, at your jobs, in your neighborhoods, wherever, hear them, and speak candidly to them. Give them the best advice that you can. And if you don't know, maybe point them out to somebody who can. I've had people point younger men out to me to speak to them because, quite honestly, in the case of with some women, they said, it's not, I don't know what to say to a young man. I need a man to speak to him. And that's an okay thing to say. So keep that in mind and do the best that we can. We all want to flourish. We all want the people around us to do better. And by us helping them, that's how we do better. So let me know what you think. I would love to hear your comments in the comments. Please click the like, even the dislike. If there's something that you disagree with, leave it in the comments. I can learn too. Hit the subscription if you haven't, notifications, all that good stuff. And I hope this finds everybody in a place, pursuit, or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And we'll see you soon. Peace, love, unity, solidarity.